Hello family and friends and YouTubers, it's Kim here from Hancock Homesteading Gardens, and today I'm out in the chicken house because it just needs to be cleaned. It's that time of the year when I like to get out the deep litter and get everything cleaned out and ready to go for the spring and summer months. Now, the first thing I'm going to do though is, if you will look right there, there is a 1x1 sticking down that is hampering my cleaning. So I am going to use this table saw over here and cut that off. Okay? Now, they used to use hand saws. Okay, and I found this hand saw and I thought, you know what, it's only 1x1. I'll just cut that off real fast, and then that way I don't have to drag out all of the extension cords, because we don't have electricity here in the chicken house. So anytime we need to use electricity, we have to haul two great big 80-foot extension cords out to run from the main house out to here. So I thought, well, I'll just saw that thing off. Nope, not gonna happen, at least not today, and I've got too much work to do. And as you can tell, this thing is pretty rusty. But yeah, that's the way people used to do it. And I'm sure there's probably still people out there that still do it this way. But if you are lucky, like we are, and you have a table saw, that is the best way to go. Or I guess this is a circular saw because it's not connected to a table. But anyway, and women out there, if you're wanting to homestead, my suggestion would be to learn how to use your basic tools, okay? Learn how to use that handsaw, hopefully one that's been cleaned up and sharpened. Learn how to use that circular saw, the screwdriver, the electric screwdriver, okay? If you know how to use basic tools, then you don't always have to be relying on a man to help you. Not that the men aren't important, because let me tell you, if John was here right now, I would be saying, oh John, I'm not very good with that saw, can't you go out there and do it? But he's not here, and I really want to get this done. So I am going to use the circular saw to get rid of that little bitty piece down there. So, okay, here we go. If you see blood, call 911. It'll match my shirt. All right, it's really not hard to do. You've got to make sure you keep your fingers out of the way. All right, you just place your saw down there where you want it. Can you all see me? Yep. Ta-da! No homesteaders were harmed in the making of this video. However, as I was doing that, I remembered one thing. Wear goggles, okay? I did not hurt my eyes this time, but I noticed while the splinters were flying off that I could have. So make sure you have on safety gear. All right, let's turn this, let's put this down. Let's get this unplugged. And let's get some work done. Extension cord out of the way. All right. We had used the deep litter method during the fall and winter to help keep the birds warm. But now that spring and summer is here, I want to get rid of that deep litter because the chickens are wanting to lay their eggs in it. Okay? If you have a deep enough litter, they're going to make their own little nest in different spots, and I think I showed you all that in one of my previous videos. But now that we have these nice new nesting boxes, and I want them laying in there, which they are, I am happy to say, they are laying in there. But I'm still finding like 2 or 3 over here in the deep litter. I'm going to get rid of that deep litter, and hopefully that will give them motivation to go into the nesting boxes. So, to do this, I have a rake to get rid of the big stuff, and then And then I have my scooper, okay? All right, and I'm not gonna make you sit there and watch the whole thing, but yeah, I thought I would show you enough to show you I do actually do the cleaning of this place. All right, so let's get rid of my little 1x1s that I had sawed off. There's one, and I had sawed off one up here from before that kept bonking me in the head every time I would walk by. So I got rid of it, and then I decided, hey, I should show these people that I really do know how to do this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my deep litter out. I had already started some yesterday, but didn't think about taping. That's why I don't make a very good daily vlogger, because I get busy working on stuff and then I go, oh yeah, I probably should have showed that to them. But anyway, I still got plenty to do. So as soon as I get it out from underneath of this, alright, so now I'm going to use my scooper to scoop this out. And my first plan was to use this on the garden site, but we haven't exactly gotten to that stage yet, and we have a low spot out here in the chicken run. I think I've shown that to you in a previous video too. So John suggested that I take this and fill in that low spot where it's very wet and try to give it some dryness out there. So that's what I'm going to do. Is this is just going to go right out the door. And I try to get it pushed as far to the door as I can before I actually pick it up. Okay. And there it is. And out the door it goes. Right here's my door. Ooh, a nice breeze. So, let's go pick that up. Throw that right out the door for now. Alright, here comes another shovelful. Alright. The grass rake is kind of acting like a broom, which I have a straw broom that I use to sweep these out. And right now I can't locate it, so the sweeping might have to wait till tomorrow. But that's okay, because I'm already dripping sweat. I had to go in and listen to Dana Grandma. I think that's how you say it. Dana Grandma. She's having a live cast. And we were all on there chit-chatting. So that was a lot of fun. But, you know, there is work to be done. So. All right. Now this deep litter would have been perfect for the garden because it acts like a mulch and it's got all that chicken poop and fertilizer down in there, but we still have plenty. So, okay, now I have that shoveled out. The next thing I want to do is get rid of this over here. Let me move you over to show you. So what this was right here is I had put this piece of plywood on top of these straw bales because, I'm going to stay down for a minute. Well, it does make a good bench. Okay. All right, so I had put this piece of plywood on top of these straw bales because before we got the metal nesting boxes, I had considered using plastic tubs. And I was going to set the plastic tubs up here so they were off the ground. And, you know, have John cut a door into each one of them. You know, like I've seen other YouTube homesteaders do. And, but after I was talking to John about it, you know, and he was like, you know, well, why don't we just go ahead and get the metal ones, because you know that's what you want, and they're going to last longer in the long run. And so that's what we ended up doing, was getting the metal boxes and skipping the totes. So now I have this here that doesn't really need to be here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it, clean it up, and then just put a regular bench back in here, or a chair. I have to have something in here I can sit on, because I come out here and just hang out, especially on cooler days. It's kind of hot today, but I just love watching the chickens. It gets me out of my head. So yeah, all right, so let's get this cleaned up. So, put this table saw. I keep calling it a table saw. It's a circular saw. If it's on a table, it would be a table saw. My dad used to do woodworking, and he had a table saw. The Kendricks do woodworking, and they have a table saw. So, and a table saw looks pretty much like a circular saw, except it's set in a table. All right, get you guys up just a little bit more. All right. Like that. And I think one of these bales went and broke on me. Is it this one? I think it is. Yep. So I'm going to have to move it carefully. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to move these hay bales into the other section so I can clean back here, and I'll be right back. Well, I think I'm going to have to take a break, guys. I'm one of those people that I do a little, but I do it often. That's the only way I can keep going. Alright, friends. Well, that's all I have for you today. I still have quite a bit of work to do on here, and I don't know, I might bring you back for the later stages, but for right now, I think you guys have seen enough. So, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to know more about our homestead and what we do on it, please subscribe. This is Kim at Hancock Homestead and Gardens saying bye for now.